Yeah, autism.
Oh, what's autism like?
Yeah, but
Yay, this is gonna be fun. Essentially what autism is, it comes on a spectrum, and what happens is it makes me stupid, kind of. Essentially what it is I like to keep to myself. I can't pick up on really, really subtle social cues, so that gets me in trouble. It kind of makes me stick to a routine, especially when big life-changing events like evictions and stuff happen. It's not fun. Anxiety happens. Sometimes you just get anxiety for no apparent reason. In my case, it's like it gives me like one or two interests that I probably wouldn't want to turn into like actual jobs because confidence and stuff, but that's probably something secondary to the autism. And essentially what it is because our brains are overwired and we take things way too literally and we can't see the subtle sides of life. It's like we don't like eye contact. It's like just stare into my eyes, and it's like, you'd be uncomfortable too, right? Anyway, we also got like a weird way of doing things. We don't use normal body language sometimes. I've had to have a speech therapist at one point because I wouldn't talk. When I was particularly young, sometimes some of us will be like, we can't communicate with our mouths, so we communicate in other ways. In other ways that some people might not even like. It causes us to do stupid things and feel like we're on the wrong planet, and it's interesting, especially on the milder side where something's wrong, like Asperger's syndrome, for example. It's like we can function, we can do things ourselves sometimes, but we just don't communicate the same way as everyone else. It feels like I've landed on the wrong planet.
That is the one where people are very intelligent, isn't it?
Yeah.
That can be super intelligent.
You can be super intelligent in one subject or two subjects and be completely useless at all the rest. And it's like, I can program a computer, but I got confused by a coffee machine. It's like,
I've seen something where they said it's some treatment with the brain that you've got a part that causes autism, that you can operate on it to kind of alleviate it or even cure it.
Yeah, let's just say that sounds like complete bunk too. Essentially what happens is in the brain, you're probably right about the fact that the brain's rewired, but it's not like one or two places. The brain is connected in such a way that it looks, if you did an MRI, well not an MRI, there's these special scans that tell you how the brain is wired, because there's grey matter, which is the place where the brain does the thing. And the white matter is basically like the telephone lines. It just carries information from one part of the brain to the other, right? But in autism, throughout the entire brain, not only is the brain overgrown, it is also completely miswired. So no operation is going to be able to rewire everything. There's a lot of research. Some people don't know exactly why all this happens. You could go on and on about it and still be left with more questions and answers, like what makes us do the things that we do, what causes the hand flapping, and what causes us to get nervous for no apparent reason, or what causes us to want to rearrange tins in alphabetical order or something. But not only that, it's also a syndrome kind of where, say if, what's your name again? If Sophie had autism, her experience with autism might be totally different to what I experienced. She might have something really mild, like the mildest Asperger's, where there's something a little bit off, but you're normal for the most part. And then you've got like my friend who is blind, who is so autistic that he can't even function to the point that he's a 5-year-old man in a 23-year-old man's body. And it's just, it affects people in different ways. No two experiences of autism are alike.